Hey guys, today we're doing a review of a pretty rare and uncommon mask. It is the British civilian C-7 respirator. Now, a quick history about this mask. There is really very little that is known about this mask. What is known is that this mask was made by Avon and LBR Rubber Coalition, most likely at Porton Down, which is a facility in I think it's in Somerset, the county down south of England, and they do top secret stuff regarding masks. It was set up after during World War One to protect the British soldiers from chemical agents. And this mask was pretty much made in the early 50s, mid-late early 50s, to protect the British civilian population against a possible nuclear war, mainly against radioactive materials in the air. Now, what is strange is that not only LBR, which stands for Leyland, Birmingham Rubber, and Avon, made the mask, but also the fact that there was 3 batches of these masks made, one in 1950, one I believe in mid-50s, and one in early 1960. And what happened to these masks that made them so rare is they decided to have a recall of the mask because it was, the government at the time thought it was just not cost effective for all the masks to be made for everyone, and the likelihood that people would survive would be very to little. So they decided to just recall them and recycle them. What actually happened to the mask is still up for debate. Some people say that they were taken on a boat and sunk somewhere in the North Sea. However, the most people believe that they were simply recycled, the rubber, to probably make other masks. But nevertheless, these are pretty interesting masks and they are very rare. So if you are able to get one, I'd suggest picking one up. I will quickly go over the mask and show you a few features about this mask. If you notice, it looks very similar to the British World War II respirators. The only real difference is slightly different face piece. How it's made is quite different. It has a exhale valve on the side, and it has 2 circular eye pieces than 1 celluloid piece. And it also now has a neck strap, as you can see down there, which I'll show. But other than that, it's very similar, and mainly because it's very cheap to make. So starting off with the mask, as you can see, there isn't really much to say other than how simple it is. As you can see, the mask itself mainly consists of a face piece, 2 lenses, which are crimped on by this 1 metal piece, celluloid pieces, which are they are very thick celluloid pieces. The filter band, as you can see here, the filter band which you can take off to replace the filter. The exhale valve, which is a very interesting colour, and inside is this metallic clear plastic, on the outside is this metal cover. Any stamps on this markers is a lot number right here. And on the other side of the mask, have here LBR, if you can see that, which stands for Leyland Birmingham Rubber, and then it's 554. So this was one of the early batches of masks made. As I said, some of them are stamped by Avon, some of them LBR, but there is a significance because some of them, like I said, some of them were batched in 1950, some in 54, 55, and the others in 1960. And like I said, it is very interesting. There is very little to know about this mask, so if you have any information of this mask, I would very much appreciate it. What's interesting, if you look at how the straps are sort of formed into the rubber themselves, so it's part of the mask. You see there's also a size 1. I believe this made size 1 to 4 or 3, I believe it's 4. Inside you have this significant stamp. I'm not sure what exactly it means, but you see this a few times on the mask. One on the side of the temple strap. Sorry, hang on a second. Yeah, hopefully you can see that. Yeah, sorry about that. And another one on the other temple strap. You can see that. Not sure if that is just because it's a temple strap or not. Like I said, I'm not sure. See, it's a very simple buckle system. It's another piece of writing there, if you can barely see that. Inside the mask is very, like I said, very simple. What's interesting, you have an inner peripheral face seal around, which is, I'm not sure, but it's one of the very early masks, the British masks, to actually have a peripheral face seal. Down there, there is a lot number, I believe, there. If you can see that. LOTOS, I think it's 6/54. It's another stamp, if you can see there. Don't know if you can see that. And then the filter itself is stamped 8/6/54. A few other markings, and then obviously the filter. It has this cardboard. The cardboard piece, yeah, is just because it was unissued and it would be taken out when issued. So there's the inside of the exhale valve, if you can see that green plastic piece. Like I said, it's very strange how they designed it, to be honest, but overall it's pretty nice mask to have. Other than that, there really isn't much else to say, I'm afraid, because as I said, the information on this mask is pretty much little to unknown. Overall, it's a pretty interesting mask. The only thing is the neck strap. Simply loops onto a little hook here, and that's it. And you could suppose it's a carry strap as well, but mainly for neck straps to securely fit the mask. But yeah, other than that, like I said, there isn't really much else to say about the mask, because it is a very rare and uncommon mask, and very, very little information is known about the mask. So yeah, but like I said, there really isn't much else to say about the mask, unfortunately. Other than, yeah, it's, for what it is, it's a very interesting mask, a very interesting piece of British history. And it's quite interesting to think that maybe the British public would be issued another mask not long after the Second World War. But on that note, as I said, thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.